Well, hello, I am back. I pray that God is giving you an opportunity to be here with me once again. Get a pen, listen in. I'm still hammering in to make sure that you answer this call and discern. That means you know it's his voice. You ain't got no question mark. You don't have no fear. You're not going to keep on being isolated. You're not going to keep on having this avoidance spirit and being indecisive. You fixing to go forward. Okay. So that means now I want to share with you some of the things that you can clearly see as I talked about on last Saturday. So go out there and hear that one about the signs that God is calling you to the new season and to see whether or not you're following these blind guides that are seasonal relationships that God is saying enough already. These people are too toxic. These people have bad character. Their fruit is not there. They're influencing you to do things that I haven't told you. And then hanging around them, now that assimilation is there, is catching up with you, that you're overlooking your divine purpose that God has called you to. They're draining you, and you have no nurturing. So God can grow you up and show you which way he wants you to do. Remember, when God is calling you, he's got a greater purpose. And some of these things going to have to G.O. in order for you to be able to obey him, write the vision and make it plain, and don't be afraid to take action. Okay, so now look at this first one, this first key that I want to give you and making this practical steps for your 2025. Really, it should be right now, not 2025. You should be making a move like right now, like Habakkuk says in chapter 2, verses 1 through 3, talking about making this a written. You watched in the night, you prayed, you did all these 40, 21-day fasts, 3-day fasts, and everything else, but yet you made no move. Okay, so you need to make sure now that you no longer delay, because he said, though it linger, wait for it. It will certainly come and will not delay. Don't you, through fear of paralysis, cause the delay. Number one, self assessment. I hope you got a pen so you can take these requirements for you to carefully plan and execute. Number one, self assessment. Okay, so that means now I'm going to take a good look at myself to see what it is that I'm doing, what influences with me, what characteristics or people that have been seasonal and God wants them to move. I didn't say get away from them, that you can't go nowhere with them. I'm saying they can't go with you. Where you're going, you can't involve them with what you're doing because they don't qualify for that. So you're going to self assess, you identify your strengths and your weakness. That's part of that in the self assessment. And then you're going to think about your skills, your experiences, the areas that you know you need to improve in. And then you want to make sure that you assess the market trends to look and see what's current and what your potential opportunities are in your desired field that God is showing you or what he is unctioning you to do. Okay. Number two, you want to define your goals, set clear objectives, which means you want to determine what you want to achieve with your pivot. That means you wrote it down, you made it plain, you're not afraid, and you're not confused about it. So you're going to establish or create a realistic timeline for your transaction, your transitions. Many of you are still waiting on to write these books. You ain't wrote them yet because you figure, oh, well, I don't know. But no, 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 no. No more of that. You're going to set clear timelines that are realistic. For example, if you say, well, God, I want to have this book out by maybe December of 2025, or I want it out by October of 2025, whatever. You set it that it's realistic for you, okay, and get the moving on it. Don't keep saying it. And if you need help, get the right help. Don't get people that are haters and fakers. They're not going to help you. They're going to keep telling you, oh, girl, it's really hard. I don't know why you don't waste money on that, because they jealous and they don't have nothing in them that God has shown them. Number three, you want to research and plan. Okay. You don't want to just go and do something. You want to make sure that you do the market research. Okay. You want to make sure that you understand your target audience. Okay. People that are going to be pulling toward where you are going, that God wants you to see. Not nobody that's going to compete, but that means you're going to make sure that you take time to make sure that you understand, that you have the competency in. So you want to make sure you have your target audience that you're going to be reaching out to clear, and that you want to make sure that you watch the competition as well. You're not trying to compete. You want to make sure that you watch the competition that God is sending you to, so you can grow from them and learn from them to make you, whatever God is telling you to do, unique. Just because it may be like them, it's only going to be one of you. So everybody can't be the same. I don't care what it look like the same. It ain't going to never be the same because God has anointed you. And then you also want to develop a business plan. Outline that vision, that mission. Some of you don't have nothing but air castle in your head. So I see this, I've been seeing that. Well, then why it ain't on paper? Write the vision and make it plain. Make sure you have the mission there where people can follow you. Why are you doing this? Why are you selling this? Why are you trying to have us come over to do or see this? And you don't even know why. So you want the strategies to be successful, right? And then number 4, you want to have skill development. Some of you need to up your skills in what God has been showing you. That's why he keeps showing you the dream, showing you the visions that you've been having, meaning I want you to educate yourself more. I want you to identify any new skills that need to be done in yourself or that you need to go and take classes about. And you need to seek out the courses that you know that's going to reflect what God is taking you to. Okay. So you remember that H.D.O.T.A, that means that you're going to hear him and you're going to discern what this new thing is so that you can make sure you got it with spiritual accuracy. You don't want to miss God. So you want to make sure that you get these insights of everything that you need to do. You want to make sure that everything that you have strategically is going forward. That means up your skills, okay? Seek your courses, seek workshops, mentorship, counseling if necessary, because a whole bunch of you do need some counseling because you've been following blind guides, like I talked about on Saturday. You're not getting the right people to connect to help this baby grow. You got a baby been kicking in your spiritual womb for I don't know how long. All it's been doing is kicking, and you got the birthing pains, but you got nobody to help deliver it. I'm here to tell you that you need to get with that one. You know that God has qualified, that God has given you a way to connect. And some people that you have left, you need to go back to, that God is trying to show you, I need to use them now. That season was up. Now you need to go back over here because I want them to deposit something into you. And then number 5, financial preparation. Many of you are trying to do a whole bunch of things and got no budget, running around. If you do have a budget, you spend it all on things that God does not want you to add to it. So you need to assess your financial situation, create a budget for your pivot, and make sure it ain't going overboard. Let me see what else I got here in my notes. And so you need to look at any other funding opportunities. If you need to write a grant, if you're doing something for children or for marriages or for outreaches or food or shelter, whatever that is, or counseling or coaching, whatever you're going to be doing, just remember that you got to explore the potential sources. Go to people who can help you, who've been there and done that know how to be able to get funds or help you set up that part of your ministry or business so that you can grow financially while you're trying to make sure that you budget wisely. Find these like investors, people that may want to help you. Go to your bank. I've already taught a class on that, teach you how to get money from your bank for your business. You put your money in there, they should be able to sow back to you. So like investors, get you some grants, even get you some loans, but don't go overboard. I'll be right back on these last 4 that I got to give you. Don't want it to be long, like I said, because our brain brain span, attention span ain't long as a thump of a fingernail. I'll be right back.